Why, how, and what. Okay. So, who would like to be first in presenting their golden circle? You're always first. Give others the opportunity for the first. Okay. You will be the last this time. We'll save the best for last. Okay. You haven't been first yet.
Okay, thank you. Can I begin with what? Can I begin with what? What and how and why?
Why?
Okay. In our university, we think that for the sustainable growth of our country, we should be business oriented in the future. That is why we do it. And then we focus on business studies in every program and training courses like tech course. With the cooperation of the Thai Chamber of Commerce, in this process, we aim at producing graduates with business excellence. That is how we do it. Okay? And what? I will talk about the establishment of our university. Okay, so the College of Commerce was founded by the initiation of the Thai Chamber of Commerce, and now it is the University of the Thai Chamber of Commerce offering 52 bachelor degrees and 15 CEO programs, master degrees, and Beta Young Entrepreneur Curriculum and A project. That is what we do.
So, in other words, the what is the more like what are the degree programs that you offer? Okay. Then the how would be what makes them distinctive, right? And then the why would be the ultimate rationale, the purpose why you do these things. Okay, so, okay, good. So it looks like a line, right? Okay, next group. Yes. No one seated here.
Good afternoon, everyone from Hat Yai University. What we believe is just something very simple. We believe, all the teachers believe that we can look after any student come to the university. And based on this belief, it's not come from our belief. It's not only from our belief, but we get this idea from the suppliers, the parents who believe in us too. We got this idea when we did kind of focus group interview that all the parents that we did group interview, they gave us this kind of information that they believe in our university to take care of their children. And so, come to how we can succeed in this belief, achieve this belief. We have a core competency. So we call it 3T: teaching, touch, and technology. We implement these three concepts to look after the students. And at the end, what we come up with, we aim to produce professional students, professional graduates who can serve the community nationally and internationally. Yeah.
Now you will note that their why is really more like the everyone should have access to education, right? Did I capture it right? So everyone should have access to higher education, and then the how again would be what makes it distinguish the approach, and then the what would be what exactly do you offer. Okay. Okay, good. Now, yes, Maida.
Thank you from Mahidol University. And from why, yeah, we committed ourselves to provide best quality education and performing-based research in Thailand. And also we join national effort to make Thailand a knowledge-based society by promoting human resource development in Thailand and Asia Pacific region. This is why we exist, our Faculty of Science, right? And what we do, maybe we skip to what first? We produce high quality graduates and high quality research publications, and also deliver high quality academic service. This is our mission. By based on strategic planning, that means we concern about VOC, voice of customers, voice of stakeholders, challenge, key success, core competency, and also strategic advantage. This is how we performing our task. Thank you.
Can you repeat your why again? Your why.
Why? Yeah,
3 whys. So.
We committed ourselves to provide best quality education and performing best research in Thailand. This is what we committed. And we also joined the national effort to make Thailand as a knowledge-based society.
Okay, let's stop there. Shouldn't that be your why? Make the Thailand needs to be a knowledge-based society. It's something that we can all believe in. Okay? Remember the why, how, and what. You're selling the why to your potential customer, right? So that is something that you can get a lot of stakeholders outside the university to buy into, like making Thailand a knowledge-based society. And then the rest of what you mentioned are really more like how. Okay? You do that by research. Okay? Okay? And then in the end is when you talk about the what. Okay? The kind of graduates, the kind of outputs, the kind of intellectual production that you have. Okay? So the whats are what is visible to everyone. Okay? And it could be your programs, the kind of research, the kind of intellectual contributions that you make, the graduates that you produce, those are the whats. But the why is the rallying point that you utilize to actually get others to embrace what it is that you're doing. Okay? Okay? Thank you. Who's next? Oh, KKU.
From KKU, good afternoon, everybody. So, we use the Golden Cycle to describe our mission statement. So, when we talk to our mission, then we divide into the 3 main missions: to produce physicians, to conduct the research, and to provide academic research. But in conclusion, we have to provide, what we do is we have to provide the regional expertise physician. And why we have to do this? Because in our region, especially in the Isan and Mekong region, have the unique problem. Isan is the world capital of meteorology. Isan is the world capital of cholangiocarcinoma. So we have the unique problem in this region. And to provide one physician have the many collaboration of the many science to provide one physician. And this area have the unique culture. So we have to provide the regional expertise physician for this, especially for this region. And how we provide this regional expertise physician? By the first one is we collaborate many faculty in the university, the faculty of science, faculty of medicine. Second, we focus on the regional problems. Many regional problems in the macro sub-region. So the third one is we integrated of the medical knowledge, research, and local public and culture in the region. So this is the conclusion of the Golden Cycle. And in conclusion, only one statement of what we do. We provide the regional expertise vision for this region. Thank you.
Okay, so you provide regional expertise, right? So that's the what. Okay. And based on what you reported, the why would be like there are certain illnesses that need to be eradicated, right? That appears to be your why, right?
Yes.
The two specific illnesses that you mentioned, diseases that need to be eradicated. Now, everyone can buy into that, right? Regardless of where you're coming from, okay, so everyone will agree to that. And the how would be the specific means by which you would do that. And so the how would be, you're going to have a university, faculty of medicine who is going to provide this type of research contributions, who is going to provide this type of healthcare service, right? Okay, so this, in their particular instance, in their particular university, the why even goes beyond what the traditional realm of education is. It's like in the old days, elimination of polio, okay, or smallpox. Okay, so and then you build the university around that why. Okay, so that's how I read, you know, what you stated, and maybe I'll just state it just differently, but that's my reading of what you stated. Okay. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay, good. Who's next? Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm from University of Butterfly University. I want to start the golden circle by issue the why. Okay. Because we believe in our philosophy that capable of survivability. So every aspect throughout the mission or every mission of our university, we try to provide this capacity of survival. So how we link every other process and student service with align with our shared value. There are 6 of them, and then we product the more value to our students and academic. The mission of our that I showed is to produce high quality graduates who are valuable to the society. So that's how what the students learn, they have some quality to the knowledge, and they plus or value the experience to the society that they have 6 shared value: good personality, study and developing innovation, discipline and open-minded, ability to use technology, organization and dedicate in working, and genuine knowledge in performance tasks.
It's still not clear to me what is the why. So what is the why again? Because you mentioned a lot of how and what.
We believe in survivability.
Survivability. Survivability of who? The organization, the human race? No, you need to be a little more specific. So, survivability of who?
Both. Because in our organization, we want to survive, and the product who come in the student, they have a capacity to survive in the social, because in the environment.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have we have every student come to us graduates who have more than standard to survive and encourage in the workplace.
So you believe that everyone should be able to survive in a competitive workplace?
Yes.
Okay, is that your why?
That's why we put some more effort in
Mhm.
not only the academic, we put some
Okay.
experience.
And in order for people to survive effectively in the workplace, what will you deliver? How are you going to go about it?
We have some realistic laboratory. If you want to produce the food product, we have some lab and have a real chef come in and someone will go out to have an experience in the real world workplace beforehand. When students usually go to the workplace on the year 4, we try to push them on the second year, something like that. So, and we have some mock-up room, that's the simulation of the airplane. We have aviation business, so they can expertise their skill beforehand. And then you see the real world, something like that.
Yeah, okay. Then I think it needs to be restated more clearly, because if you say just survival, it looks like emergency readiness. That's what I guess. Okay, so and it's really it's really beyond that. So that's something that we need to, when you rework it, focus more on the why, like reworking it further. Okay, let's do more teams. Move on.
Okay, Ubon Rajthani.
Yes.
Why I want to do is our vision is to become a leading academic institution in pharmacy. So we believe that we will produce graduates who have excellent knowledge and professional skills. So how we improve our curriculum and improve the process of learning, and to add the skill to the students. And we will train the workforce, the teachers, and provide financial support to the process. And then what? By proof, what I believe is proof for the ranking or pass the national license examination. In Thailand, the percentage of graduates passing national license examination.
So, why do you want to be the leading school of pharmacy?
Because we have many of the competitors in this field nowadays. Because we will go to the Asian harmonization in the future, so we want to improve our quality in this field as well.
Why? Why is that important to you? Or put it another way, why should other people care? Yeah, because if you say the why is to be the leading school in pharmacy or medicine, that is really more like a goal. That's really more like this is what we're going to do. Okay? But why do you want to get there? What is it that you're going to rally other people around your cause, around your purpose?
We would like to be a leading organization for pharmaceutical science because we believe that if our institute is the leading one, then it would attract more good students to enter to our institute, and this would help to sustain our quality and also
Oh, that's still answering how, but not what. Okay? Because if your why is, well, you want to get more students, okay? That is still in the what and why and how, but it does not really get into the core purpose itself. Why are you doing this? Okay? Like, for instance, one school talked about survival is important. Therefore, we're going to provide our students with learning on how to survive. Okay? One school said, well, there are certain illnesses that need to be eradicated from the face of this earth, particularly in this part of Thailand. Okay? And therefore, this is how we're going to do it. Okay? So those are purposes that go beyond the specific strategy, the specific programs, the specific activities of your university, of which the activities that you do are means towards that end. Okay? So we need to rework further that why, because that why is still a statement of a how. So I know that this is not a, to get to the why, there's a technique called the 5 whys. Okay, I ask you why, that's why. ask why 5 times to the answer, and then until you get the 5th why, you get to the bottom of it. Okay, you get to the bottom of it, and if you still haven't gotten to the bottom of it after the 5th why, then keep on going until you get to the bottom of it. Okay. Okay. Chiang Mai University.
Yeah, thank you. So we are trying to apply this golden circle at the organizational level. Okay. The big picture, so to call. And so let me start with the why. The reason is that we want to create sustainability and a competitive advantage of our own organization. In other words, to survive and flourish. This is
why will I care? Let's say I graduated from Tula. Why will I care?
That will be answered in the what. That will be answered in the what. Well, first of all, we want to be sustainability, competitive advantage, right, for our organization. How are we going to do that? I mean, not how. Why do we want to do that? So that's the what.
Oh, that's the what.
Yeah. Oh, so the what is that? In order to do that, that's in essence in our vision also, and the bottom line is that we want to create what we call the internationalized students. So, in other words, the well-rounded students, to be able to work anywhere, any place. Now, this is due to the drive of globalization and, sort of the world is flat.
Okay,
so that's our core product or the message that we want to get out of it. So eventually that in turn create a sustainable and very competitive organization, our own organization. So the how would be, in other words, through our mission and strategies, which includes many things. For example, in educational level, it would be through the curriculum and the comprehensive student management system, and we also have strong alliance that will help us to accomplish that. So in short, it's like that.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
My comment is the why. Can you read the why again? Can you read the why again?
The
Can you read the why again?
yeah.
Read it
I don't know
slowly.
if it's right or wrong, but
no,
just
no.
for sake of discussion. So.
This is
Okay.
the first attempt. First
Yeah.
attempt is always.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
So, to create sustainability and competitive advantage.
Stop there. Stop there. There is the why. That we need to create sustainability and competitive advantage in everything that we do. Okay. In every enterprise, in every organization, sustainability and competitive advantage is important. That's the why. But when you now make it of your organization, you move down from the why to the how and what. Okay? Okay? So read it again without, okay.
Create sustainability and competitive advantage of the organizations.
Okay, so if you eliminate your organization, if you state it along the lines of every organization here in Thailand ought to be.
How about this? Actually, I think my opinion is that this is the group opinion is that eventually we want to we are as a educational institution, we want to create a society where our country remain competitive in today's world and the futures, of course.
That's the why.
That's the basic,
that is the why.
ultimate goal, actually.
That's your why.
So
That's your why. And everything else that we talk about are hows and what. Okay?
to be able to do that, we need to survive also. That's the thing. We need to survive first, and then can we contribute
Yeah.
to the country.
Okay.
That's it.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you all for being a good sport in responding to taking my constructive criticism. So I'm not trying to shoot you down, but I'm trying to enable you to improve further your output. Okay, so trying to set high standards, so to speak. Now, we got two groups from the other room who volunteered to share their output with one group. Okay.
Good afternoon. I almost say good evening, but that's my point. Thank you very much. I'm Somporn Puthapikathon from Sukhothai Thammasat Open University. It's a very lengthy name, just call it SUU by short. And you may get. In terms of the why, we are quite clear. We want to offer further education opportunities with openness and affordability. And in terms of openness, we are talking about open admission as well as affordability in terms of the money, value for money, as well as the time that is geared towards self-directed learning. In terms of the how, since we do in a distance learning mode, the how for us is actually the combinations of different modes of learning, either in terms of the old rote learning fashion, as well as the constructivism and connectionism kind of philosophies of learning. So in that regard, we have the print-based, which is very much self-directed learning kit that we try to make it very structured so students can learn it on their own. Also, we have the e-learning, which is exclusively e-learning track, and that's based on the constructivism. And the third one is a combination. It's either the print plus face-to-face interaction. The face-to-face means that students have to come and meet the instructor at a particular set time. And the other option is the print plus face-to-face plus e-learning. So we offer those kind of combinations in a structured manner so that, again, the self-directed learning can achieve. In terms of the what, we also offer a variety of programs, like the certificate, bachelor's, master, doctorate. we have about 86 programs at the bachelor's level. And in terms of the continuing education, it's open in the sense that anybody can learn. So we offer about approximately 500 programs in continuing education. The students can mix and choose on their own. In terms of the students, we have the students from all over the country. We have those who are inmates, those who are the disabled, and so on. So by that, we hope that we can achieve in terms of the educational opportunities with openness and affordability. And of course, I forget to mention the value for money. For instance, at the bachelor's degree, for 6 credit out, it's about $22. So we hope it's affordable. Thank you.
Okay. Well, you have a lot of similarity with Hawaii of Hatyai University. Access is what they have. In your case, it's openness and affordability. Okay. And then all your hows and the whats are aligned with your why. If I may if you give me the liberty to restate your why, okay, because of the nature of the programs that you have, you got inmates, disabled, non-traditional students, I would say the why might be, we believe higher education is a human right. That's a very strong statement, right? We believe higher education is a human right, okay? Which means it should be accessible to everyone, it should be affordable, it should be open, and so you have all sorts of methodologies to make sure that it's open, it's affordable, okay? And then the what will be the specific programs to offer. Okay, very good. Okay, so at the end of the day, the differentiator is actually in your why and your how. Because your whats they all look alike. The whats are what? What is it that you offer? You got degree programs, you got faculty, research, intellectual contributions, you got your outreach, okay? But where the differentiation lies is why you do those things and how you accomplish those things, okay? So, as I said, we really cannot finish this exercise in one afternoon or one morning. You know the example that I showed you? It took about half a day to craft that, okay, of workshops, and then we appointed a group of 4 people, a representative group of 4 people, whose number one skill is that they're all good writers. They're all good writers. And so we appointed a group who will meet and actually propose the new statement. So it took about 4 to 6 hours to craft that statement. Okay? Any questions or comments about this exercise that you just underwent? Any key learning from this exercise? None? Any key learning? What is it that you did not know this morning that now you are, when you go back to your workplace next week, it will be in your mind, you will internalize it as something that's important.
I ask question on behalf.
Sure.
Is it important that we really have to come up with refine statement of why? Or can we just, normally all of these are already stated in our strategic plan, annual strategic plan. That is, we exist to be in the educational business and we supposed to research and academic service. But how important is it that we really, you rephrase for many of the universities here, but how important do we have to resist so that we capture?
Because at the end of the day, customers purchase your product because of what is embedded in that product, what that product represents. Okay? And so people choose to align with your program and so on because of the why. Yeah? So because of what it represents. You saw it in the video. It's only about 18 minutes, but it's a powerful video in terms of explaining why. Now, imagine if the assessor who goes into your organization is clear about what the why, how, and what is in your organization. And it becomes very clear whether all of your other processes, all of your systems are aligned with that or not. Okay. So it's actually beneficial in that respect from the point of view of alignment. In my case, we did it in our organization because it was an alignment tool. It enables us to align so everyone knows what the why, how, and what is. And so whenever we develop new systems, that is what we align it to. Okay? So everyone has a common understanding of that. So the more you have this common understanding in your organization, the better. Okay. Now, we may have a mission statement that exists that was written many, many years ago. Okay. But have you internalized it? Okay, if I ask you to rephrase it for us, will you be able to rephrase your mission statement? Will you be able to explain? Will you be able to explain what is it that you're going to do and what is it that you're not going to do because of that mission statement? But the why, how, and what, okay, gives you a guidance as to, strategy is not only about the programs, the services that you will undertake. But the more important part of strategy is what is it that you are not going to undertake. Okay? Because you cannot be all things to all people. Okay? So you need to be more focused. You need to be more focused. And that's the most important strategic decision of any organization is what is it that we are not going to do. Okay? Yes? I said that's always disconnected.
So in the organization, we have many statements, and we need to clarify what is the importance of each one of the whole system.
Well, if you can do it for all units, then good. But in our case, we only did it at the university level.
Yeah, that's only the whole.
Okay. Okay. Let's go back to more slides here. Okay. Now we're going to category 3, customer focus. We go back to organizational description and the profile. One of the profile elements is customers. Okay. And customers in our case would be the students and stakeholders, how they are segmented, and what the students and stakeholders require of you. Okay. Think of the Baldrige criteria, especially the profile and results, okay, as like bookends, okay, like bookends. Okay. So one part of the book, the left-hand side of the book says, the bookend says key market segments, student stakeholder groups, and then the requirements, and then the other side would be how are we performing against those requirements? Are our students and stakeholders satisfied? Are our students and stakeholders loyal? So like the first part of the bookend is the profile, expectations, the segmentation, expectations, okay, requirements. The other part is how you actually did vis-a-vis in relation to those expectations and requirements. Okay. Now, I don't know, but I found this funny, but sometimes my sense of humor is not humorous. But anyway, I found this from Gilbert. Okay, so, and says, my market research indicates that 50% of your customers are above the median age. But the shocking discovery was that 50% were below the median age, of course. Okay. Median is and so the question, the crazy question here is, what percent are exactly at the median age? And then the market researcher said, I'm proposing to study that in phase 2. So, okay. Anyway, so the case study that we will use is a Baldrige Award recipient called University of Wisconsin-South. It was the first and only so far university that has received the Baldrige Award. And that's in 2001. The other educational institutions in the U.S. that have received the Baldrige Award are either 2-year associate's colleges or basic school districts, like from kindergarten to high school. Okay? So, University of Wisconsin-South is Wisconsin's Polytechnic University. And as a polytechnic university, it's career focused. There is no program that University of Wisconsin-South that does not have a direct job, at the end. Okay, so you cannot study, I don't think you can study anthropology at University of Wisconsin-South. You can study engineering, okay? Okay, you can study accounting, okay, so on. Applied learning is very important, so they do internships, okay? They actually have practicums outside the university, and of course, that career focus and applied learning will not work if you don't have collaborations with employers, with government institutions, with public companies, okay? So these are the 3 themes of University of Wisconsin-South. The basic facts and figures, it was founded in 1891. It has right now it has 9,400 students. It has 273 professors. At the time that it received the Baldrige Award in 2001, it only had 8,000 students. Okay, so that was the size of the university at that time. Employment rate, as of 2009-2010, is the latest figure.